Okay, first off, I'm not even mad. I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad that my fucking mic decided to just not connect properly. I ain't even mad. Not even mad. Not a single piece of anger flows through my body. I have slain the agent of Beelzebub. It's dead. I struck it down with my holy sword, a notebook, and it is gone. None of you even heard the intro because I didn't realize the intro wasn't playing correctly because I got myself coffee. So, a little bit of context of what's going on today. It was 98 degrees out today. It was 98 degrees. And to give you an idea of what is currently going down, what's going down the hood here in Notepad Town, is that there is a thing called pretty much a heat bubble. Effectively, where I am, my little cool little place where I live, my little urban center where I live, currently under a big fucking dome. That dome is trapping in all the heat. That means it's the worst combination of everything you could think of. Because it's just fucking hot. And it's fucking humid. That's where I am currently. Now, the real comedy moment, the real fucking laugh factory here, the real fucking laugh factory moment for everyone involved is that my apartment does not have an AC in it. My apartment does not actually have central cooling, does not have a central AC. Instead, I have an AC unit. I have a single AC unit in my, effectively my living room. Now, in my current living situation, this is my bedroom, and here is my desk, and this is my bed. There's a door here, and this is my living room. Now, here is my AC, here is my couch. Now, can someone, here's also my kitchen. Now, can someone tell me what the issue is with the AC being here and not here? Is that it doesn't get very cool in here because it disseminates everywhere around me. Now, you may be thinking, Notepad, why did you not put that here? Because the plugs here do not work, and I need those for my computer. That's all you need to know about my current situation here. My brother buy an extension cord. It's not the fact that it's not an extension cord. It's not. I don't think you guys quite understand. There's no more room, and how I would have to set it up would be not technically possible because of how all the plugs are. I would either need to put the entire unit across the room, and like it's a mess. Get an additional table. No, I don't, like, this is an actual, like, AC unit you put in the fucking, window. It's not like a little fan. If I had a little fan, I'd be fine, but I don't have a little fan. Because here's the problem. I know, because I have psychic fucking powers, I know that the second I buy a fan, it's going to go back down to being comfortable. And I'm going to survive this summer. No shirt on, no pants on, like right now. And I'm going to endure it, and I'm going to live. Because call me Agni, because I'm Fire Punch. Permanently on fire. And it's going to get cool the second I get everything installed. And then I'm going to feel like a silly Billy. I'm going to feel like a silly Billy. And then, once I'm a silly Billy, do it for everyone. You mean me. It's just me. I'm the only one here because I live on the second floor of a very old apartment building. I went downstairs because my mom has a television and I wanted to watch a movie today, and I watched Stalker. Yes, I watched the 1979 classic Stalker. It was okay. The problem of this is that she has a very nice and updated AC system in addition to a lot of other things. So it was very cool down there. And it was very funny as you walked upstairs and you could physically feel the heat radiating because everything travels upwards. There is an attic here. I am hesitant to believe the attic is real because if I go up there, I will probably be cooked. But we're not talking about any of this sad stuff today. We're talking about combat. Yes, we're going to be doing combat today. Ultimate Podesu. Combat's going to be fun and exciting. I have a vague idea I know how to do it. And that vague idea is very, very vague. So we're gonna hello phone. We're gonna be fucking with it. That's all we just gotta do. We're just gonna be fucking with it and balling. So, we're gonna work on combat today. Now, combat in GURPS is a little bit weird. This is GURPS basic set, of course. Now you see combat turn sequence, because they actually have a thing called set initiative. Now, generally speaking, this is gonna be a little bit of game design 101 for everyone here. Initiative is weird. Generally speaking, you can say there's a couple different kinds of initiative, but one of them is variable initiative. Every round, which is new initiative, every round. Literally every single round you will roll your initiative, see where you're going. This is not very common. Fall out of sight. There's the hybrid method. The hybrid with the third one. Hybrid method is roll once, and keep. I roll a 22 on my initiative, I'm keeping that 22. The next combat I could roll a 23. That means I would keep that. The next combat I might roll 10. That's kind of the idea. Then we have static initiative, which is no roll, you're pure static. That is the most basic understanding of the three types of initiative. There's some more which you can get a little bit more little bit more weird with it. This is not just like, oh, what about popcorn initiative? No, fuck you. But GURPS uses static initiative, which is to say you're going to set whatever your thing is, and that's just going to be who you are. In our GURPS, in LERPS, ours would be our reaction. Our reaction is going to measure this is going to measure our ability to actually move. And that's going to be our initiative, or our set variable. Now, this is an important question. I want to ask all 5 of you currently here, whether or not you're paying attention. Do you like static initiative? Or are you a not static initiative person? Both of them have their benefits and their problems. Oh no, people are posting cringe. I like rolling funny click-clack math rocks. Good kabarashing. Good kabarashing indeed. We're determining an initiative system, Nick Jerusalem. Because initiative is fun and exciting. Because we could go with a hybrid system where it's just reaction plus mod. Alternatively, we could keep with the static initiative. GURPS initiative is static. It's whatever your base speed is. That is your... it's completely fixed. What's the strengths and weaknesses of each? Generally speaking, if you're looking at like a variable initiative, we don't really know what our initiative is going to be each turn, but we have a general idea. So if we want kind of actually no, we'll call it we'll do the fix method. Fix method. This is very simple. The advantages is it's easy. It's very easy to tell when you're going and how you're going. And that's, honest to God, not gonna lie, you can figure it out in 5 seconds. Now, con. Now the con is very simple, is that it is known. Now, that's kind of a weird thing to say, but saying it is known is an interesting problem. Hey, I always know I'm going to act on a 3. I have no incentive. Well, you wouldn't be acting on a 3 here, obviously, but it's kind of like I am always going to be acting on X. And if an enemy is going faster than me, well, I'm just fucked. On the other hand, if we do our hybrid method that I'm thinking of, what I was thinking is literally D6 plus reaction. I was thinking about with the hybrid method. The pro, at the end of the day, is there's a variable of randomness, but it is control. Effectively speaking, hey, I have reaction 5, you have reaction 6. There is still a chance that I will go first because we're both pretty fast. I just have the drop on you. Con, on the other hand, is that it's another roll. It's another roll you have to do at the beginning of bolt action. We are not adding bolt action initiative to GURPS. But it's kind of like, that's kind of the issue. It's like, it's another roll. And some people don't like that. Other people don't like the fact that their initiative is perfectly set, and if they don't have a good initiative, they're just fucked any way they look at it. They should just build their character to be better. Exactly. They should just build their character to be better, and then suddenly there is some ivory tower stuff going on, being like, well, initiative is the most important thing in the world, and that's what I have to work with. Oh god. Yeah, I've got a rag here, effectively, that I'm wiping myself down with, because I'm sweating like a fucking pig. Let's see, any kind of action type rules you can use to have dynamic energy? Not that I could find. Usually when you start getting into that, GURPS breaks down, and I couldn't find anything in, like, action or anything. Also, to answer solid, how would it be? It would be to track every single route to tabletop games and computer and video games. Nearly impossible. I think it would just be as hard as trying to track every connection to the hospital show inside the kid's head. The thing is, if we're going by that, you would be needing to start tracking things like Little Wars. Like, that's an important thing to understand. You would be needing to go... You would need to find, like, the basis behind Little Wars and start going back from there, even down to fucking, like, Kriegsfall, and then try and find things before Kriegsfall. If you want to be really, really specific, you could probably find a vast majority of things have a basis in Go. Or you would find some horrible connection to the Royal Game of Earth. Because... But Notepad, that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean by... Yeah, because literally board games. Unironically, it would just be board games at that point. Going all the way up the, Let's see. Let's see. The Crom posted here. Fix ordered on. Yeah, GURPS line editor from Quebec. Would we have each fighter roll 3D versus 2 times? Yeah, 3D for 2 times basic using margin to determine its place in the sequence. This is the shit that they want for like dynamic initiative. Oh lord, yeah, this is why things get very convoluted with GURPS, is that there's a lot of interactions. Anytime people say GURPS is difficult. Oh jeez. I don't think we can be doing that with GURPS. So, you know what? We're going to keep this nice and simple. Because simple is what we need to do right now. Fuck it. Put it this way. Where'd she put it? That's actually would be in the rookie and veteran, namely in the rookie, veteran, and rookie, veteran, and hero and hero. Actually, no, it would be queenly, rookie, veteran, and queen. What would be a good yes, actually, no, there we go. Namely in the rookie, princess, and queen leagues. Each league is divided into, each league has a number of, aiming for, let's see, the rookie, princess, and queen league, aiming for the right fight for, their leagues title, match. Every round, every match, every is a fight. Let's see, a battle of will and skill between. Let's see. Every match in Rumble promotes a battle of will and skill between Yoshi has attempted to defeat their opponent. Most rings. Whether this is. Let's see. Whether this is a friendly bout. Whether this is a friendly bout on in the. Let's see. Queen's Row is paid with victories and defeats, and in the in this ring of dreams, Hello, I'm getting a phone call. My mother was being attacked by her own agent of Beelzebub. So I had to deliver back to her her blue light to get rid of it. Let's see. Do. Word too many times. Maybe put right to fight in the league title match. And then we go. Rumble Heart. The Rumble Hearts promotion. Yeah, literally in setting, it's going to be Rumble Hearts is the actual promotion. Do you have rules for dirty moves? We're going to have to figure those out. We're going to figure a lot of things out. Let's see. Combat is a pivotal point for all of the Joshi. Where they bring an attempt to win through strength, wits, and strength, wits, and strength, winning, cunning. But winning isn't everything. But winning isn't everything. Keeping the crowd entertained. Keeping the crowd entertained and building. In her road to stardom. Go. It's kind of the idea of like, yep. So, first things first, we need to do heading 2. We need to do action initiative, which is a really boring thing to say, but this is what we need to talk about. So, every Joshi and character has a reaction secondary attribute. This measures their ability. This measures measure their ability to snap into action and throw down when when every second counts, learning the ins and outs of when every second counts, acting first may be the key to win. The reaction score, actually reaction determines initiative order. Determines representing when they will be acting in a round. Rounds are the summation of every character, of every actor's rounds are a summation of every actor's actions, meaning that every move Swing or showboating will contribute to the round's actions. Each individual Joshi will take a turn. We'll take a turn though. This turn is their action. Actually, this turn. Got some water next to me just to try to cool down better. So I'm literally like chugging coffee and drinking water simultaneously to hydrate and dehydrate myself. Each individual Joshi will take their turn, though. Take a turn representing their individual. Okay, so easy enough to understand. Action initiative. Yeah, one weird thing about GURPS. This is one very weird thing. Is that GURPS technically measures everything in 1 second intervals. Every single action is technically 1 second. Not 2, not 3. 1 singular second. This is really, really, really weird. And it's always been really weird. That's just something you kind of gotta, I guess, deal with. I am very heavily debating changing this. Let's do GURPS, 1 second combat round. I mean, use 1 minute per round of action. Mm, 3 second rounds, up a few. Also, notice that it's the same guy talking to everything. Why I was thinking about changing this is because my girl says I only need 1 second. It's one of those things where I was thinking about changing it to like 3 to 6, just so you could do a bunch of little actions. Mostly because, like, yeah, we've got aim, all-out attack, all-out defense, attack, change posture, evaluate, yes, evaluating, fainting. Because the thing is, if we really look, if we let's take a look. We're like, well, it's realistic to do that. Well, it's fucking realistic. You don't understand. It's realistic to do this. It's realistic. Let me see if I can find and it's like, all right, yeah, maybe realistic, but does it actually feel half decent? Let's count this, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that entire sequence would be 5 rounds of actions. A lot of things happened here. That would be an action. She connects with the ropes. That would be a second action. The second roll, effectively, she would need to do. She jumps over. Third action. So, we are effectively on round 2. We are on round 2, roughly, at this point. Stands up, full action, she's moving to do something. Reaction, jump over. She's moved, she's doing this. We are at round 3. Hits the ropes again, another roll. She's going in for an attack. That's action here, a reaction here. Dodges, grabs her. That's another action, reaction. You're seeing how these things can get very complicated and very, very, yeah, very complicated very quickly. Yeah, GURPS is very well known for attempting to be realistic in a lot of things. Most things must be realistic in GURPS. And that's just something that we have to kind of deal with. Let's see. A term representing either individual. While uncommon being if the Joshi were taken by surprise. Taken by surprise. They would taken by surprise. Their reaction would change rather than decreasing reaction. The surprise, the ambusher would increase their reaction by +1d6 by +1d6. Let's see. There we go. That's kind of like we need like the surprise reaction, and that's literally all it's going to be. You might be taken surprise, however, that's not really going to happen very much. I should actually also bring up let's see, side note, new combatants. If a new combatant enters the match with a steel chair, perhaps. Combatant enters the match with a steel chair, perhaps. They will check their reaction. They will be added to the initiative order at the end of the current round. If they entered in the midst of it. In the midst of it. So it's kind of like if for some reason on your turn something went on and someone joined the fight, they would enter in the start of the next round. There's a few ways we could do this. So, if we do 3 seconds, let's do we do 1 second rounds. 1 second rounds. We just have one simple action. We're effectively doing one action shot clocking. We're going to have to cut down the number of actions to literally just purely utility based. That's all we have to work with. We can't really afford to do anything else. 3 second rounds is we can have two minor / 1 major action. We are effectively saying, hey, you could do 2 little things this round, or you can do a major thing. Nothing more, nothing less. Alternatively, we can do a 6 second round, in which I would say which I would even say like, move minor, major. Keep it pretty simple in that regard. Like, hey, here's how you move. You're moving around the field. You're doing something like that, and there's a lot going on per round. One of those things where didn't really think about this too far ahead because this is a pain in the ass to think about. Any opinions? Any comments? Now's the time to say. Now's the time to say it. I feel lime. Okay, everyone, understand Spartan is feeling very lime today. Though he may be purple, Spartan can continue to be lime. The spiritual color for him that you have to understand. I don't get to make decisions for him, however, being spiritually lime is his prerogative and no one else's. It is his sin. Okay, something like that. Let's see. Turn, keep it capitalized. There we go. 3 seconds rounds. Well, it's uncommon. Battens. Don't need to work. So, first thing, now we get to establish the ring. Now we get to establish the ring. I'm sorry, Spartan, being a little limey today. Hey, sometimes we just gotta lime max. That's okay. I don't judge you for your lime nature. More of an evergreen green kind of guy, but if you're lime green, I won't judge you for that. Designated area that is a front and center stage for the to battle it out. So let's do this correctly. Actually, what I should do, I'm going to open up Paint here real fast. And to make sure everyone knows, I got to open this up correctly. So, here's Paint. Say hello to Paint. We love Paint. We are going to make a 10 by 10 thing here. Flex. We're going to go to Renda Hex Grid. And we're going to break it down to 25. We're going to break it down to 45. What does 45 look? Let's do it like this. We need you up. Grab my snipping tool, my little snippy tool. Going to paste you there, and it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 7. So we're going to take this, we're going to make that 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that would also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. This is where things start getting complicated. Cost. Actually, 9 heck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Right. Extend you here. This is ever so slightly off, but okay, so we've managed to create this. This is good. And maybe this isn't good, but we can definitely pretend that it is. We can do, this is posts a little probably good. I should have done this. Do there we go. Be really particular about things. Go. We're gonna be even more particular by me. There we are. Yeah, there we are. So we've got our ring in place. We're going to shift you over a little bit. Right. Put you like right. So. Oh wow, look everyone. Smart detection. Allow this post. Deny. In my next quiz, do you have any facing rules? Oh yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. You update your operating. What? But view update your operating system notepad questions? Oh no, Solid's become a robot, man. Now the place it gets complicated is my next question. Do you have? Yeah, we need it. It was requested to have facing rules, so we have to put in facing rules of some variety. Now this is where things start getting a little weird because now we go up one. Put a point right there. We put a point right there. And we put a point right there. We want to give people a little bit more room to play around. Ooh. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Gobby, I can leave the lookout whenever I want, right? All these squares make a circle. So, there we go. That's the pit. Going to white. Actually, alpha white. Alpha white. Yeah, sorry, did you update your operating system? Yeah, I've been running Windows 11 this entire time. It's not that bad, honestly. So, there we go. So, every match in... I am going this, and I'm going to save this desktop. So, every match of Rumble Hearts takes place in a ring, a designated area which is front and center stage for the Joshi to battle it out. Every encounter in the ring will take place on this hexagon grid, let's see, every encounter in the ring will take place on this hexagonal grid, indicating the general position. Of each of the Joshi. Each Joshi, Can there be more than 2 wrestlers in the ring at a time? Yeah. There can be. It's going to be crowded, but that's how it always is. This is one of those beautiful, complicated aspects about this being a wrestling game. Each hex indicates 1 yard, or 1 meter for metric, or 1 meter for metric indicates 1 yard. Let's see, each hex indicates 1. let's see. Cannot stand on top of one another unless one is down. Unless one is downed. Let's see. The ring is composed of multiple features. Each and battle her way to victory. There we go. We do this. We establish this. This is our ring dream. 1 yard or 1 meter. That, and then let's establish the mat. The mat is the main ring itself, standing dead center in the middle of the arena, and will be the center point of the combat. Each Joshi will begin in a corner of the mat opposite of one. Each Joshi will begin in the corner of the mat opposite of one another. This can be the mat. Let's see. The mat can be thought of as neutral ground. Neutral ground with no special features, or problems. Problems to worry about. It also is the centerpiece. It is also the center of any special restriction or promotion fights. Promotion fights that may occur. There we go. Yeah, the mat is effectively this is your basic one. So next we go to a post. Each of the four corners of the ring is a post, indicated by a circle. Posts are the foundation of the mat, and keeps the entire ring standing, with the ropes protecting the falling into the pit. Each post though is a stop. If a Joshi is thrown into it. They cannot move past the post. They cannot move past the post if they cannot move past the post normally, but they will also stop if they have been forcibly moved. Post. Joshi may attempt to climb the post by making a that would be Mm. 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 Let's see, surrounding the surrounding the mat. Mm. And protect by the let's see, mm. 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 Let's see. Let's see. Keep the ring and fighters. Keep the ring and fighters protected. If the mm, 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 mm. Let's see, if the Joshi's overthrown into the ropes, he'll need to make a check in an attempt to save them to this. They will take a penalty to their check equal to the margin of success. Margin of success, the penalty equal to the margin of success the actor which threw them into the room scored scored them on the technique. Making a mm, 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 mm. Mm. Finish their force movement in the pit. Let's see. Finish their force movement in the pit instead. Movement in the pit. Finally a muscle Let's see, back toward their opponent. Joshi may willingly enter the pit from any let's see, let's see, may choose willing to enter with any hex with this takes a minor action for them to slip between. Let's see, takes a minor action to crawl back in, being downed. Attempt a muscle or agility. There's a lot going on here, however, that's what you kind of need to have happen with something like this. What a post is, the ropes. The day of the rake. Oh, I forgot about that. This. I forgot about the pit. Oop, did not mean to click that button. The pit. However, while in the pit, any slams, takedowns. Let's see, any slams, takedowns, or let's see, or wrestling attacks will deal in additional. We'll do additional plus 1d6 damage. Thrown from the thrown from the mat. Thrown from the mat into the pit. From the hard landing. There we go. Yeah, you wanna win? You wanna win really fast? You toss someone into the fucking pit. You shouldn't do that, and it's not going to be fun, but someone's gonna get really fucked up if you do. Let's see, so we've established the ring. Okay, this is where things start getting a little bit, okay, let's do this. Actually, they will take plus 2d6 damage from the clattering chairs. Let's see, adjacent to where deposited adjacent to where they were thrown of their own choice. Of their choice. First, there we go. Yep, we did that. There we go. It's kind of a dual-edged sword throwing someone into the pit, throwing someone into the crowd, because if you throw someone into the crowd, what's going to happen is that they're going to take a lot more damage. They're going to take 2d6 extra damage. On the other hand, they're going to get a lot of excitement by how much damage you actually did. How bad would it be to jump? How bad or how hard would it be? It would be kind of difficult, I assume anyway, and doing all of that, you would be slamming, it would effectively be a slam, and it would be a slam effectively, so you'd be doing an additional 2d6 damage in addition to whatever else. Probably you would also take damage as well, because you would be throwing yourself off it. You would both be throwing yourself off into it, because you yourself would be suffering from a takedown. And you would be throwing yourself. At the end of the day, you would follow this rule, is that if you were ever thrown from the mat into the pit, you would take an additional 2d6 damage. However, you take 2d6 damage, they might take 4d6 damage. Both of you are not where you're supposed to be. What? No. You want to do? Yeah, like I would not want to find myself down here. That's the this is the not optimal location to be, because that's going to hurt when you land on concrete. Yeah, nobody wants to land on concrete. Even like these professional even these professional floors are still like pretty decent. Like they're not exactly like the hard, like really super hardcore. But yeah, it's a lot better than face planting into concrete. Yeah, like no one really wants that. Yeah, I don't think anyone, no one wants that to happen. Yeah, you would take damage. That would be my thing. So, now we get into actions, where things start getting a little bit complicated, because you have to work on techniques. So, so, I heard a whip crack. I heard a whip crack. You're a goober, I know. But what if you take the masochist character? What if you take the masochist trait? Let's see. Technically that would be fine. Thank you very much, Rock the Mechanizer, for following. If you were to take something like a masochist, there's no strict like masochist detriment or anything like that. Though, if you want to be really, really, really odd about things, you could probably take, if you want to be really fucked up about things, you could take an addiction. They must perform a, resist it. And 20, let's see, 10 and 20 point variance in, add a penalty of negative, -3 and -6. There we go. That's kind of the problem. They are, if you don't indulge it, you are going to have a bad time. With masochism, yeah, you would have an addiction to pain. You would take, most likely, I would say 10 point, actually it would only be 6 point because it's not technically illegal. It's not technically illegal, so you would have a -6 penalty there, and you would have to, anytime you were presented with an opportunity to actually hurt yourself in some way or take physical damage, you would have to make a self-control check to not try to resist it. In combat, this would be pretty easy, because you're just not really resisting getting your shit kicked in. And you would feel pretty good about it, and that would be kind of weird, and everyone would also say, hey, that's kind of weird, you should stop doing that, and you're like, no. I would end up taking something like, at that point, I would also want, you would probably need to take something like Fail Cute, because you'd want to fail and get your shit kicked in. That'd be your thing. Being like, man, why is she so into this? I feel... Wait a second. See, at that point, you would just be doing psychological damage to the enemy. Ah, yes, you know, you're like, aha, I'm choking you out. I'm going to win. You're like, yes. I'm like, no. Stop that. Stop that right now. You're not supposed to be getting into the... Oh god, she's getting way too into it. Oh no. Oh no! Let's see one. Let's see, a third minor action if they wish. Most actions are... Oh, let's see one from... resolve it normally, or have to resolve it, normally. It's kind of like, yeah, there's going to be a couple different actions you actually take. When it is the Joshi's turn, they'll have two and perform the action, enter a contest with the character. So this is where things start getting complicated and unfun. So. Okay, so minor actions. Let's just do minor actions. We could do aim. Aim is going to be +1 to in. Let's see. Aim is +1 to attack. Pretty much you're just saying, I want to focus on hitting this person. That's all you want to do. That's all you're focusing on. Why don't I just aim every round? Because there's a lot of other things to do. Major action. We could do all-out attack, all-out defense. We probably need to change the naming on these because I ain't stupid. We can attack. What is? Okay, so don't need to worry about rain. Okay, so aiming, change posture, down to up, move up to speed, concentrate, Actually, this would be attacking. This is me just saying I want to make a basic attack. I want to use a basic defense. I want to increase my okay. That should be it. How deep we need to get a couple specific body slams, just one diving into them. Off the my head because an awful pocket punch, force health stat. I forgot the name of literally just health. Just stamina. This is the thing when it comes to techniques. There's a couple ways we can do it. I'm gonna try to get this done. And then I'm gonna start thinking about that. So this is where we're going to steal something that I did before. Because I like the way this came out, and oh, didn't mean to click that button. Uh-oh. Wow. Call me wacko. Cause what's going on? I am in. Cause we have to worry about grapple points, and grapple points by themselves are a fascinating shit show to deal with, not going to lie. Because combat is a fascinating shit show. So, let me see if I do. No, not equipment. Horrible things going on. There we go. Okay, so minor actions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to here. So, fast. Hit this, hit this, hit this. So, Joshi is down from her own action, or action, or another. She may stand back up. Fight. We have to be concentrate. Mm. 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 Equal to her. What's it? Calling it. What did I end up calling it? It's her move. Move. Equal to her. Equal to her. Equal to or less than her. Or less than her move. Mm. 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 Oh, actually, yeah, performance presentation. Performance presentation. Mm. Mm. If she is considered a heel, she may perform an intimidation skill check instead. Literally, yeah, you're just doing that. Hey, are you fucking evil? You can just act more evil. Let's see, other minor action. Mm. Mm. Let's do. Mm. 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 Should we need? If I'm not responding to anything, I apologize. I'm very, very focused right now. We need to do Mm, mm. God, this would be what am I thinking of? Mm, mm, mm. Mm. This is one of those things where you need to get a lot of information out as quickly as possible. Actually. Mm. 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 Julian was 5. Mm. 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 There we go. Agility is going to be lower by default, so you might only be doing like +3, +2. You might be doing like +2, +3 damage with that, where an equivalent of muscle would be divided by 2. So if you have a muscle of 12, that means you'd be doing +6 damage, which is a lot of fucking damage. Actually, we did determine that. Actually, in the Rumble Hearts character, we have our very basic Rumble Hearts character. Ta-da! Hello, say hello, say hello to Mickey, everyone. She would be doing +6 damage with this. She would be doing 6 damage with this, and she would be doing 4 damage with her. See, GURPS handles this a little bit differently. Now you may be wondering, how does GURPS handle it, Notepad? Well, fun thing about GURPS. GURPS is written by a lunatic. And I say GURPS is written by a lunatic because if we go down here, this is actually what your damage table would be. It's based off thrust and swing damage, so it's like you aren't doing that much damage, relatively speaking, because, well, you're not supposed to be doing that. Don't think about things too much. You're doing, because that's how that, you have to remember, this is more realistic, because we want to be realistic. That's why I'm like, okay, adding just a flat bonus. How would we add a flat bonus to this? Unless we just do divided by 3. Uh, mm, 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 mm. 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 Half of the total amount. Add to the crowd favor. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 There we go. Mm. 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 Let's see. Other major action and forms a. Mm. Mm. Okay. That. That. We do that. Can we stretch that a little bit more? Pixel. There we go. Just a few pixels more, baby. There we go. Ideal. No. What's up, Spartan? It looks like you have a question. Do you have something you would like to tell me? Mm. Mm-hmm. Tangent thought, whatever came of that dogfighting skirmish game you wrote that was your first entry Notepad and on its official sci-fi setting? It's still there. It's not like it went away. There's a couple games that need to get worked on their site. I was going to do it this weekend, but then I got lit on fire and I wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself because I was like, wow, it's 97 billion degrees outside and I'm on fire. I am screaming flame skeleton. Please God send help. I wish to die. But my work is never done, therefore I cannot die that easily. As the emissary from hell, my duty is never done. Still so fucking annoying. You have no idea. You have no idea how fucking frustrating this is. How infuriating that they don't do the full table anymore. I don't know why they don't do this. It's super annoying, Google. What was fail cute before? That was 0 Hour Squadron you were thinking of. Fail cute is effectively if you fail a technique, you get the full amount out of it because people literally expect you to fail. And you're very cute doing it. That's not, like, don't worry, I'm a failure on purpose. However, people legitimately don't expect you to actually succeed at things. So you actually only get half as much. Effectively, if you're not very good at actually doing, like, pulling off techniques in wrestling, you take fail cute. You're not very good at this thing, but you have a lot of fans because people really think you're adorable, and people really like it when you do try. I was... fail cute and addiction to pain makes for an interesting combination. Hey, it doesn't mean you can't win. It's just that you don't get much out of it. And failing checks, failing techniques does get you bonuses. So you kind of want to. In a weird sort of way, you do kind of want that to happen. Okay, so what do we need to do now? There's a few things that we need to do. So, we're going to talk about techniques first. Now, I'm not going to do these today because it's 12:15 at night and I'm still very hot because it's like still like 80 degrees outside in the middle of the night. Because I live in a clown society and I can never escape from my hell. However, we're going to talk about these a little. I just want to muse about them a little bit. At its core, at its honest to God core, this is all techniques are really. Techniques from GURPS are not complicated. They're just a skill check. That's all you're doing at the end of the day. Here, you would be doing a skill check. Hey, I want to perform an action to do something. I want to use an ability that is a brawling check. It's a brawling technique. It's not going to do a lot of damage. It's kind of simple. It's kind of easy to pull off. But it's a brawling technique. I would buy that skill with this, whatever my brawling is, and then have to use that technique. You know, for example, like, oh, you can make new techniques. And, like, even if you go to, like, the list of techniques, like, oh, hey, I want to do a back kick. That's me kicking backwards. That's all that it is. Karate is dumb. Karate, you should just put martial arts under everything for karate. It defaults to this, and you're just going to do your kick damage. Hey, I want to attack from above. I want to do an axe kick. Want to kick down, want to do an axe kick. It's been karate -4. A lot of these aren't too complicated, even down things like judo throwing. Or, doing like a, coordinated attack or a counter attack, or, I want to try to disarm someone. I want to drop kick someone. I want to gouge your eyes out. Flying lunges and shit like that. There's a lot of things here. Human missile. Yeah, there's a lot of things here. Now, this is where things start getting very complicated. This is where things start getting very, very complicated. There's a few ways for us to do this. I know, one time the son got so angry. Just after some plumber. Yeah, no, that's me right now. It's my life. I'm used to it. Who are we rating tonight? Don't know yet. Now, the thing is, there's a few things that we can do here. So, there's a few things we can do with techniques. Now, easy. Now we have easy mode. Easy mode is we have a list of techniques, to pull off. Now, with that list of techniques, we have some that are kind of like basic moves, kind of like your spin kick, kind of like, doing some more exaggerated stuff, with the option of being, hey, you want to do this, you can do this, you want to do this. All right, easy enough to do, with the assumption that everyone has these. That's the big assumption. Everyone has these if you have training in brawling martial arts or Queen style. Everyone would have brawling effectively. Everyone would assume to have a brawling one, even if you're not very good at brawling, which, honest, take one of the combat. Please, God, take one of the combat abilities. Yeah, everyone has these, and you're effectively saying, hey, I really like doing the jumping spin kick maneuver. I think that's cool. I like pulling off the jump spin kick maneuver. I'm gonna do that ability every time now. And you could dump points into improving your ability to do a jumping spin kick. Option B, this is techniques, Notepad must die mode, is effectively create a power system, which is create a technique system effectively, where you just be like, I want to target something specific, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. This is not the right option. But I really, there's not, I don't want to, there's a lot of things to do with this system, and this is one of the unfortunate realities of, one of the most unfortunate realities of being a game about GURPS is pulling shit off like this, and wrestling in general, like, let's see. Let's see, professional wrestling. It'd be professional wrestling. And you're like, oh, well, here's wrestling. Like, here's all of these. There aren't many actually to do. Like, this is one of those issues where it's like, wrestling is relatively pretty simple. So doing all of that is going to get a little complicated. Grapple points, though. Now, here's the unironic thing what we're going to be doing with grapple points. Grapple points is effectively going to be, this is a currency for grappling techniques. You're always going to be able to get, hey, I have, let's say I make a wrestling check against you and I get 5 control points over you. I get 5 grapple points. We're stuck together at this point. I've grabbed you, you are trying to get out. Now, the thing is, you could start grabbing at me. You might get more grapple points. I can burn these grapple points to do something. I could say, well, it's gonna cost me 2 to slam you in the ground, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my 5 to get a +3 on it. That is me. I've grabbed you. I've lifted you up. I'm slamming you to the ground. That would be the 2 actions effectively going on. I did a really good grapple. I've picked you up, and I'm now slamming you to the ground for my next action. Now, interestingly enough, we may be able to even apply this to technique weird mode, which is effectively we're not strictly we're not strictly writing techniques in. Is it possible for a Joshi to somehow grapple or pin 2 Joshis at once? I would say here would be my thing. I would say you can have a number of grapple points equal to your muscle, equal to I would say your stamina. You have a number of grapple points equal to your stamina among 2 targets, and it's kind of the idea of if you want to put this in your head, like how would this work? Let's say I have a stamina of 14. I am a big person. I'm a very strong looking person. They come at me, 2 people rush me, like I'm gonna rush you, we're gonna kill Notepad, kill the emissary of hell. I could grab one and grab the other, and now I have control over both of them. I have, let's say, 3 grapple points over them, both of them. That would be a total of 6, though. I don't have much points to work with in general, so I'm not going to get able to like the really crazy stuff with me grabbing these guys to kind of beat them back a little bit. If there was a 3rd person, that would be a little bit complicated. I might put in a rule there being like, hey, you can control a number of people equal to the number of your arms. 97% of people have 2 arms. Someone might have 1 arm. Another person might have 3. Why? I don't fucking know. You just have 3 arms. So it'd be like, yeah, if you just don't have really high stamina, you can't control that many people. On the other hand, if you have really high stamina, you can control 2 people pretty mid or 1 person really well. Most fights are going to be 1v1. That's the big thing. Most fights are going to be 1v1. The Joshi's 3rd arm is her penis. Sorry, we don't say cock here, we say penis, because it's far funnier. Gotta put a pin in the Mutants expansion book. Now, again, in ideal circumstances, this is our ideal circumstances, we should be able to transfer everything over very easily to future LERPs name pending books. If there's ever something that we want to add, we have everything here. We would probably need to change some of the wording, but everything would just be LERPs. Because, well, welcome to the infinite expansion opportunities of LERPs. It's weird mode would be we are effectively building, this is going to sound terrible, but like tech points to pull off the same ideas. I have got a bunch of technique points because I'm really cool. I'm going to pull off a super cool maneuver, or I'm going to do something super cool. Whatever. If anything, we may be able to fold like technique points and grapple points or whatever into the same category. I really don't know. I'm winging it at this point. There's a very, there are very direct ways of approaching this situation. There are very indirect ways of approaching this situation. There is not a good way or a right way of doing this. That's where things get a little bit iffy, and I might want to just sit down with someone probably tomorrow, or more accurately, sit in the Costco and be happy as it is a Jesus. Hmm. Hmm. Someone just sent me funny Costco hot dog reference here. Laugh. Dun 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 dun. Goofy. We're goof maxing. Thank you very much. Well, let's no, I shouldn't click that. This is let's go to VT, everyone. Let's go to WEG because again we're midnight hour. Not WEG, WVT. See, good start, Kings. See, the beautiful thing is, oh, someone's, oh no. I don't know who this one is. Let's see. You were let's click on her. Wait a second. I know that one. No. Is Shimada Tiger? Is Shimada is Shimada streaming? Let's see what Shimada's what her numbers are. Fuck off, General. You look weird now. You look like a weird, distorted creature. Shaq is still... Oh, Shimada, maybe not. Wait, is the Hag live? Is the Hag live tonight? She is live, and she's playing Warhammer. Okay, there we go. Unless someone has a good someone else that they would like for me to arbitrarily hag love. Unless there is someone else that someone would like me to arbitrarily raid. We can do the funny Australian girl, the funny Australian woman, who fun fact, I'm gonna have a now. I'm gonna talk about this. There's a funny story here before I leave. What was the name of the empire in Ultra Instinct again? Carsadians, or the Burning Empire, technically. Now I'm gonna tell you all a very funny secret here. Very funny secret is that I clicked on her channel once on accident. I was on WVT and I was like, I'm gonna click on this one because I thought she was someone else, and I click on it. And I'm like, oh, I like this one. And for 5 minutes I'm in her chat and I got a gift sub. That's why I followed her, out of obligation almost, because I got a fucking gift sub and I felt like I had to. Because if I didn't, I would feel bad. Like, I would feel like I'm a bad person. She must never know. Yeah, we'll raid the Australian hag. In case she wonders who the fuck we are, just type in hag love, don't worry. No, just type in hag love. We're doing fine here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.